Hello, welcome to this session, How Monitoring and Observability Work on SAP BTP. My name is Rajiv, and I will take you through this session where I will be covering our overall strategy of observability and how we have a set of tools and offerings for you to help you through your BTP operations. So let's dive in right away. So as you understand, SAP is trying to make every customer an intelligent, sustainable enterprise, and the Business Technology Platform is the foundation of that journey. So Business Technology Platform is used as a foundation within every LOB solution that we offer to make you an intelligent, sustainable enterprise. And this is also the platform that we offer to you as an innovation platform where you can build on top of this platform to create your own applications, analytics, intelligent applications, and so on and so forth. So when you are doing that, when you are using this platform as an innovation platform, what would be important for you is to make sure that you manage that as an end-to-end technology platform so that you can actually observe what's happening with your applications, with your analytics that you've built on the platform as well. So what we will do is to try and understand this platform from two perspectives. On one hand, when you look at the SAP Business Technology Platform, you see that there are certain applications which work more as SaaS applications or software as a service. These could be the SAP Analytics Cloud, for example, which is consumed by you to build analytic solutions on top of SAP. On the other hand, we have a whole plethora of services which are constituted as platform as a service, which will give you an open platform for you to build on top using our app development runtimes like Cloud Foundry, or it could be any of the integrations that you build using our integration suite and so on and so forth. So BTP actually has two flavors to it in terms of offering you both SaaS services and platform services. And when you think about observability, you would need to see what kind of things that you need to monitor and observe, both for software as a service or SaaS, or platform as a service, which is PaaS. So when you look at the different capabilities that are there in BTP, you would see that for each of these capabilities, the kind of information that you need to actually identify the problems and find root cause of these problems would be very different for each of these capabilities as well. And that's the core of our strategy as well, to really see what kind of tools and capabilities that we can offer to you to actually help you detect the problems quickly and also resolve the problems quickly as well with BTP. And when we look at the landscapes of our customers, many of our customers are on the cloud journey. So they have a plethora of SAP cloud solutions, which eventually helps them run to become an intelligent, sustainable enterprise. But they also have many on-prem solutions as well. But when it comes to the observability use cases, we see that they actually go through a similar approach from looking at incident and problem management to looking at performance management to looking at the health of the systems and solutions, and also to specifically for the platform use case to look at the performance and health and exceptions that happen on the custom applications that you're building on the platform as well, right? And so we need an approach or a tool to actually help you detect the problems and also resolve the problems as quickly as possible for such a complex landscape. So when you look at our approach, so what we want to do is our vision is to harmonize the way we handle observability data. So from the entire platform, whether you're consuming the runtimes on one end or SaaS applications on the other end, we want to harmonize the collection of all telemetry data, which is leveraged for detecting problems as well as resolving the problems as well. So our approach is that we want to provide you the tools that you need to reduce the mean time to detect, as well as to reduce the mean time to resolve. And for that, we always take an API first approach, which means that we want to offer you all kinds of information available so that you can actually consume it at your own strategy, right? If you want a tool from SAP to actually provide you a single source of truth or a single window, we have tools like that on offer as well. If you want to take an API first approach where you would like to use a third-party tool to consume this data and then use that in a third-party tool as well, and we would like to support that strategy as well. So this is our idea for observability, or an approach from an SAP BTP perspective, where we believe that we need to provide you tools for both detecting the problems and also for resolving the problems. And the rest of the presentation, we will go a little bit in detail in terms of the capabilities that are currently on offer for detecting the problems as well as for resolving the problems on BTP. So from detection point of view, the end goal is to reduce the time for you to detect the problems, which means that we need to provide the information whenever there is an anomaly on the platform, whether you're using the SaaS applications or PaaS applications, that you are able to detect the problems in various problem domains, whether they are availability problems or performance problems or health of the instance itself and so on and so forth. We would like to collect the events, metrics, logs, and traces and compose them into different problem areas so that you can actually monitor the platform in a seamless way to be able to get alerted as quickly as possible for any kind of problem that occurs. And in this case, we have a couple of tools that are currently available. One of the first tools is SAP Alert Notification Service. Now, this is a service that has been there on BTP for a while now, where we are able to ingest various events that occur in various BTP services into a single service and then be able to deliver that to various destinations. Right? So Alert Notification Service can consume information from various BTP services like HANA Cloud or Cloud Foundry or Neo and so on and so forth, and then route it to various different channels, whether it is a Slack channel for an external consumption or MS Teams, or if you're going more towards incident management tools like PagerDuty or ServiceNow, Alert Notification Service is able to smartly deliver these alerts and events to these destinations as well. It also delivers to our own ALM tools like SAP Solution Manager, Cloud ALM, and Focus Run as well. So Alert Notification Service is a detection tool that is on offer to you for taking care of centrally managing alerts and then notifying appropriately through various channels. Another tool that is available is SAP Cloud ALM. SAP Cloud ALM for Operations is also an end-to-end operations platform that is available from SAP, included in your subscription as well, where you can use that platform, especially when you want to centralize your end-to-end operations across different SAP applications, whether it is SAP BTP, S/4HANA, SuccessFactors, and the entire intelligent enterprise. So it has various capabilities like health monitoring, integration monitoring, job monitoring, business process monitoring, and so on and so forth, which help you in managing your BTP operations as well. Currently, SAP Cloud ALM supports a few use cases for BTP, starting with SAP health monitoring. Basically, in health monitoring, you can actually monitor the health of a couple of BTP instances, like, for example, your CPI instance or your HANA Cloud instance or your Neo applications. So what happens in here is that it gives you one dashboard specific to the instance. For example, there is a different set of KPIs that you monitor for HANA Cloud. There will be another set of KPIs that you will monitor for monitoring your custom apps developed on Neo and so on and so forth. So it gives you one window to monitor the health of various instances of BTP. And you will see that in the demo when I show you how SAP Cloud ALM works to do health monitoring of BTP instances. Another key capability of Cloud ALM that supports BTP is integration monitoring. And this is a powerful functionality in Cloud ALM to actually track individual messages that are going across the integration suite, where you can actually track any kind of anomaly or errors that are happening on single message level across this integration suite. So this is quite useful when you have a complex landscape where applications are talking to each other, if there is app-to-app integration, app-to-government integration, third-party integrations, and so on and so forth, where in one single window, you'll be able to track end-to-end the message flows from one system to another. You can have a topographic view on how these messages are going from one place to another, and then be able to even trigger resolution procedures, which I will show you in the second part of my presentation. So integration monitoring for CPI is a great capability within SAP Cloud ALM. And the third capability that is also of relevance for BTP customers is the monitoring of IRPA. IRPA is the robotic process automation, which is part of our automation capabilities of BTP, where using Cloud ALM job monitoring capability, you can actually monitor the bots that you have created using the IRPA technology. So what happens over there is that Cloud ALM treats these bots as jobs, and then you'll be able to monitor if the bots have started on time, if there are any exceptions in these bots, and so on and so forth. And I will show you quickly the view of job monitoring in Cloud ALM as well when we go into the demo. With that, Let's get into a demo where I will show you on a live demo system, which you can also try on the support marketplace. It's an open demo system. I will show you how SAP Cloud ALM supports monitoring of SAP BTP. To look at a demo of SAP Cloud ALM, let's go to the support portal, and there is a Cloud ALM demo tenant available for you. So in that, once you log in, you will see SAP Cloud ALM for operations, and the capabilities to support Business Technology Platform are available in integration and exception monitoring, job and automation monitoring, and health monitoring. Let's look at integration and exception monitoring first. In the integration and exception monitoring, you'll be able to monitor individual messages that are running through your integration suite or cloud integration. What it means is that any integration, whether it is custom built or built by SAP as part of our Intelligent Enterprise program, are all tracked and managed in one single instance here. What you can do here is actually drill down into your CPI instance and look at all the messages that are going across, whether they are SAP S/4HANA to any of our cloud solutions. For example, here we have an issue with respect to the sales order replication. You can drill down that there is two messages overall, one message which was passed and another message which is failed. You can drill down into really seeing what exactly happened to that message ID. You can go in and then see what is the error message, what is the status, and so on and so forth. So the integration monitoring is extremely useful if you are managing any kind of integrations in your landscape using the Business Technology Platform. What you can also do is manage the IRPA bots that are then running in the Business Technology Platform using the job and automation monitoring of SAP Cloud ALM. What happens here is you're running any kinds of bots that are running on your IRPA instance, which is then connected to the SAP Cloud ALM instance, where you can monitor from this particular instance here to see what is happening with your jobs. So if you drill down into this area here, you would see that there are various issues that are happening with respect to your IRPA jobs. One of them is having an application exceptions and so on and so forth. So all the IRPA bots, whether they are chat bots or any other applications, can be monitored in job and automation monitoring. The last capability that I would like to showcase is health monitoring capability within SAP Cloud ALM, where you can monitor various BTP capabilities like the BTP Neo environment, the integration suite itself, or the HANA Cloud instance. What happens in health monitoring is it's the one-stop shop for you to really look at a high level how the health of each of your different BTP capabilities are working. If you'd like to drill down into, let's say, my Neo environment here, I would see various metrics which are then showcasing the health of my Neo environment, whether it is about average response time, what's happening with the CPU load, what's happening with heap memory usage. And these metrics are specific to the capability that we are monitoring, in this case, the Neo environment. What you could also do is drill down into the various applications that you have deployed on top of the Neo environment, and you will see the status of each of these applications working as well. So if you would like to drill down into each of these applications, then you will see that one of the applications is stopped and requires support, and then you can drill down and then see what's happening with that application. What is this application? In this case, it's the dinner application that was deployed, and you can really find out that problems are being detected onto your Neo environment quite easily as well using Cloud ALM. Now that we have seen the demo of SAP Cloud ALM, where we saw how it provides you monitoring dashboards for you to detect problems across various BTP capabilities, and we plan to increase the support of various other BTP services as we go forward. But detecting problems is only one part of the story. What you need to do then is to actually figure out ways and means to quickly resolve the problems as well. And this is where we need to get into different tools and approaches to actually resolve the problems. Right. So because BTP has various capabilities, as I mentioned on the slide as well, where certain services are used and composed into platform as a service, whereas there are certain other SaaS applications or software as a service applications. And for each of these applications, the way you would like to debug the issues or to find root cause could be different based on the use case which you're using on the platform. So what we want to provide is that we could centralize, let's say, in tools like Cloud ALM or Alert Notification Service, or using an API into a third-party tool, we would like to centralize the detection of the problem. But once you detect a problem, there could be multiple places that you could go to actually resolve the problem, depending upon the use case. Certain problems could be resolved quite quickly, like using some automation or workflows, where even auto resolution can be built in using tools like AutoPy, for example. But certain other scenarios might require a more deeper analysis of log analysis, and you might want to correlate the logs that are coming from different services to be able to find the root cause analysis of a particular problem. And in specific cases, there are application-specific debugging tools that are needed to actually debug the situation as well. So what happens here is that depending upon the use case and depending upon the complexity of the issue, you might have to jump into an expert tool to actually debug the issue. Or if the issue is very simple, you would be able to automate the issue as well. So we need to look at what kind of tools are now available for you to actually resolve the problems as quickly as possible. So one of the tools is, from a problem resolution perspective, is AutoPy. AutoPy, or Automation Pilot Service from SAP, allows you to quickly build a resolution, quickly automate actually problem resolution using a quick scripting methodology, where you can either automate daily operations tasks or alert remediation and so on and so forth. Now, what is good here is that you could actually link these AutoPy scripts directly into the detection tools like SAP Cloud ALM, which means that as soon as you detect an issue centrally in a tool like SAP Cloud ALM, you can actually trigger the resolution of that. If you know how to resolve it, and if you have automated that resolution using AutoPy, you can actually trigger that from the detection tool itself. Right. So this way, you're able to reduce the overall detection and resolution time as quickly as possible. Right. So if you're able to resolve the issues, for example, if you have certificates being expired in an integration scenario. Now, this is something that you can automate by quickly renewing the certificate using an automated script. And that automated script can be triggered whenever there is a certificate issue detected in Cloud ALM. Right. So this will completely reduce the overall resolution time of your problems as well. The next tool that comes into play, or actually the next approach that comes into play, is the DevOps approach. Many of our customers would like to implement an end-to-end DevOps approach by combining various tools and methodologies, but not just for operations, which we are talking about today, but also the overall development methodology using CI/CD pipelines, using automation of transport management across instances, and so on and so forth. I recommend you to look at another TechEd session where we talk about the overall DevOps approach and strategy delivered by my friend Boris Zarsky as well. But the tools and capabilities that we're talking about here, whether it is AutoPy for automating transport movement or Cloud ALM for detecting problems, fit into the overall DevOps strategy of SAP as well. And then we have a lot of expert tools specific for different use cases. For example, if you're developing applications on top of the platform using any of our runtimes, then you could use our application logging service, which is powered by the Elastic Stack, where you can pull together all the logs of your applications into dashboards like Grafana or Kibana dashboards, and so on and so forth. So the application logging service is for you to centralize your logging and manage that centrally together, and export those logs into dashboards and even external tools for you to able to analyze as well. In the same lines, we also have integration into third-party tools like Dynatrace, which is quite popular with many of our customers, where we have an inbuilt adapter to BTP, so that Dynatrace can actually plug in to BTP and collect all the relevant logs traces, so that you can actually do performance analysis across various services using tools like Dynatrace. And this is again reinforces our openness of the platform, where we would like to integrate with best-of-breed tools like Dynatrace, so that we provide you all the tools and capabilities for different use cases of the platform. And then when it comes to certain applications like SAP Analytics Cloud, right? Now, this is a very specific application, which is a SaaS application that you would use to actually build analytics stories on top of the platform. But when it comes to finding root cause analysis, especially for performance issues on Analytics Cloud, there is a specific application-specific debugging that is then possible within Analytics Cloud. So what I mean by that is, From the detection of a problem, let's say you detect a problem of performance on your analytics cloud, you can then jump into this application-specific debugging tool within analytics cloud to be able to debug the issue, figure out where the performance issue is, and probably fix the models behind it and then improve the performance of the end users. Right. So application-specific tools are then used for resolving the problems, because to resolve the problems, you need root cause analysis, which is very specific to the use case that you are looking at. In this case, if it's analytics use case, then you need the debugging tool of SAP Analytics Cloud. Similarly, there are tools, application-specific debugging in Data Warehouse Cloud, where you would like to go deeper into understanding the issues that you would face, let's say, to the various spaces that you create in Data Warehouse Cloud. Then there is a space management application within Data Warehouse Cloud for you to figure out what's happening with the various spaces. Are they running out of memory, and so on and so forth? Or jump from there into the HANA cockpit to go deeper analysis at the persistence layer, which is SAP HANA database, and so on and so forth. So again, when you detect issues in tools like in SAP Data Warehouse Cloud, for debugging these issues or to find the root cause analysis, we have application-specific debugging capabilities within the product itself or within the application itself. Similarly, there is HANA Cockpit for the SAP HANA Cloud database as well, which is then the application-specific debugging tool for HANA. So if there is any specific HANA-related issues, whether it is about using the resources like CPU, memory, disk space, or doing analysis of SQL statements, which are then running for performance and so on and so forth, you would use the HANA Cockpit. Again, for resolution of the issues, you would then go into an application-specific debugging tool. In this case, that is HANA Cockpit for the HANA Cloud database. So all in all, the observability strategy is that we want to provide you tools for detecting the problems and resolving the problems. And our strategy going forward would be to harmonize these tools as much as possible, but also equally important for us is to support our openness strategy so that we have API first strategy for observability, so that you can have the data available to you, so that you can even use any kind of third-party best-of-breed tools, which could be an enterprise-wide tool that you're using in your landscape as well. So that's all I had to present today. Hope you had learned about our observability strategy and also seen a glimpse of some of the tools that we have on offer for observability. If you want to know more, of course, there's a lot of information available for you, especially if you are going for deeper career opportunities in SAP technologies, including BTP. So there is some information available on the slides here. Otherwise, I'm happy to answer your questions. If there is more information required, feel free to reach out to me on the contact information that you see on the screen, and then I'm happy to support you over there as well. Thank you very much and have a great TechEd.